Hi everyone. Hi, I hope you guys are good. Welcome to my class. I am Kay and I am your English teacher for grade 7.
Mommy, something happened.
Minimize this. Okay. Okay, on screen, those are my contact details. So you can email me, you can pop me a DM on on Instagram, whichever one that you prefer. So today we are doing a listening and reading comprehension. Okay, let me just make this. My goal for today is to develop your reading and listening comprehension skills, for you to learn how to analyze literature text using comprehension skills, for you to learn to recall details and evaluate the text. Okay. So just quickly on our chat box, can anyone who was here yesterday, please raise your hand. Anyone who was here for our lesson from yesterday, please indicate. I see Candice. I see 3 people. Guys, okay, I see a couple of people coming in. Okay, which is awesome. So if you were here yesterday, what did we do yesterday? Just type me on our chat box. What did we do yesterday? For those who were here yesterday, what did we do yesterday? I see a lot of you guys are saying that you were not here yesterday. Some were here yesterday. If you were here yesterday, yes, Entle just told me that we learned about cyberbullying, which is correct. Somebody else? Where's Candice? If you were here yesterday, what did we do? So far, I'm only seeing Entle's response. Yes, I think this is Jenna. We did a listening comprehension. That is correct. We did a listening comprehension on cyberbullying yesterday. Okay. So what did we do yesterday? We did a listening comprehension. Now, my following question is, since you guys know that we did a listening comprehension on cyberbullying yesterday, what is a listening comprehension? Based on what we did, what is your understanding when it comes to a listening comprehension? Please type me so that I can see. Okay, I see that we watched a video on cyberbullying, then we answered questions on it. That is correct. Now, I want to know, what is a listening comprehension? Okay, I think Jonathan just said it's listening and writing. My understanding on a listening comprehension. Okay. When you listen to what the teacher or the video is saying, then answer questions. Okay. Message Haba is saying okay. You read or listen to something and then answer questions on it. That's great. Your answers are very correct. So a listening comprehension is the ability to listen, to understand, and to make sense of what is spoken. That is why after the video, I asked you guys questions just to check if you guys were understanding what you guys were watching. Okay. So based on you guys knowing what we did yesterday and what is a listening comprehension, what do you think was the goal of our lesson yesterday? What was the goal of our lesson yesterday? I think Candice is saying to learn how to listen. Yes. To learn about cyberbullying, which is correct. Thank you, Candice and Jonathan. Others, what was the goal of our lesson yesterday? Yes, to test our listening skills.
I wasn't here yesterday.
It's okay if you were not here yesterday. We'll catch up. At least now you know that we did a lesson on cyberbullying. To learn how to act when there is cyberbullying, okay. Candice just said to make our listening skills better, which is very, very correct. Okay. So our goal for yesterday was to develop our listening comprehension skills. So those who said to make our listening better, to develop our listening skills, all of you guys were correct. And I'm happy that you guys learned something yesterday. So today we are going to be doing a short story. It's called Pay It Forward by Bridget Neves. So I want you guys to just look at the picture. I want you guys to look at the title and the picture and what is happening in the picture and what do you think the story is going to be about. So remember these questions. I want you to look at the title and look at the picture. What is happening in the picture? What do you think the story is going to be about? So I'm just going to give you a few minutes to look at the picture and to look and see what is happening there, and then you can start typing in our chat box so that I can see. Sorry. Anyone? What do you guys see? Any guesses on what our story is going to be about?
I think it's about our local environment and what do we do during those local environments. Like maybe I think like maybe if I can give an example, like
Okay.
we are like there's a stall outside, so then like obviously we can't take something and leave without paying for it. So then the main goal of this story is to teach us what we have to pay, what we have to do during those times.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Somebody is saying people are going to raise money for the poor by selling Bravo's rolls. That is interesting. I think that's Candice. This person said, guys, I can't pronounce some of your names and I'm so scared to mess up. Somebody said sharing. So the story is probably going to be about sharing. Okay. I think it's about doing good deeds. I think that's Nhleli. Actually, I think it's about doing good things. Busani, okay. Being kind. They bribed and then gave it to a poor person. You guys are very close, hey? In fact, some of you guys are just on point. Okay, before we read the story, I am gonna read the story first. And then the second time around, do we have any volunteers? 1 or 2 people? Jonathan Gudu, you're going to read for us, and I think Shebi, as well as Candice. Oh, there's a lot of you guys, okay. 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 Please listen carefully, guys. So we're going to read the story twice. Sorry.
I'll be reading, Mama. She's not reading.
Can we start?
Aren't you guys here? There's an audio that's just playing.
No.
Guys?
Yes.
Can we please start?
No, we have started already. Can't you guys hear the audio?
No.
No. No.
Okay, please hold on. Try something else.
Ma'am, you keep muting me.
Mama can't hear anything.
Something else. I don't know what.
Can you guys hear it now?
Ma'am,
No,
I
I
can't
can't
hear it.
No.
No, ma'am, I can't hear.
Oh, you guys can't hear anything.
Ma'am,
Okay,
I
please
think because everyone's talking.
The way Leah
I
asked,
can't warn
took out her money to pay. The man, whose face was wrinkled from so much time in the sun,
please indicate on our chat box that you guys can hear.
We can hear.
Okay.
So never mind paying me. This will be the freebie for the day. We said thanks, went to sit in the nearby park and dug into our food. But as we ate, I was distracted by a man sitting nearby, looking at us. I could tell he hadn't showered for days. Just another homeless person, I thought, but didn't pay much attention. Leah and I finished eating and decided to go and do some shopping. But when we went to the rubbish bin to throw away our serviettes, I heard a strong voice ask, "Excuse me, is there anything left?" It was the man who had been watching us. I didn't know what to say, except, "No, I ate it already." "Oh," was his only answer, with no shame in his voice at all. He was obviously hungry, couldn't bear to see anything thrown away, and was used to asking this question. I felt bad for the man, but didn't know what I could do. That's when Leah said, "I'll be right back," and ran off. I watched curiously as Leah went across to the Bravos roll stand. Then I realized what she was doing. She bought a Bravos roll, crossed back to the bin, and gave the food to the hungry man. As she came towards me, Leah simply said, "I was just passing on the kindness that someone gave to me." That day, I learned how generosity can go further than the person you give it to. By giving, you teach others how to give also.
Okay, there were two I think, 2 or 3 people that volunteered to read. Can my host please help me to pick 2 or 3 people to read? The first one can read like the first paragraph, and then the other 2 will just read what's left.
Okay.
Is there somebody reading?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay, sorry, I didn't get your name. I can't see.
Oh, it's Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan. Okay, please go for it.
It was a beautiful day in Durban. The weather was perfect for a lunch outside. My friend Leah headed towards the Boerewors roll stand outside Spa, and I agreed that we will be nothing better than a tasty boerie roll for lunch. The vendor put our food together, but just the way Leah asked. But when she took out her money, the man whose face was wrinkled so much time in the sun surprised us. It looked like a little. It looks like a little on the cool
It
side.
looks a little on the cool side.
Looks a little on the cool side, he said. So never mind paying me. This will be my my freebie of the day.
All right, thank you, Jonathan. Somebody else?
We said thanks, went to sit in the nearby park and dug into our food. But as we ate, I was distracted by a man sitting nearby, looking at us. I could tell he hasn't showered for days. Just another homeless person, I thought, and I didn't pay much more attention.
Okay, continue. You can continue.
Leah and I finished eating and decided to go and do some shopping. But when we went to the rubbish bin to throw away our serviettes, I heard a strong voice ask, "Excuse me, is there anything left?" It was a man who had been watching us. I didn't know what to say except no. I ate it al- already.
Thank
Oh,
you. Can we have somebody else for this part?
Can I please read?
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, was he? Oh, was his only answer, with no shame in his voice at all. He was obviously hungry and was used to asking this question. I felt bad for the man, but didn't know what I could do. That's when Leah said, "It'll be right back," and ran off.
I'll be right back, and ran off. Please repeat
I'll
that
be
again.
right back. I'll be right back, and ran off.
Continue.
I watched as Leah went across the Bravos roll stand. Then I realized what she was doing. She bought a Bravos roll, crossed back to the bin, and gave the food to the hungry man.
Mm-hmm.
As she came towards me, Leah simply said, "I was just passing on the kindness that someone gave to me." The day I learned how generosity can go further than the person you give it to. By giving you teach others how to give also.
Thank you. I see somebody here. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one more chance, but I'm gonna pick somebody who's gonna read the entire thing for the last time.
Can I please read?
What's your name?
Upilong.
Upilong. Okay,
Please me.
go for it. You're gonna be reading the entire story, right?
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
It was a beautiful day in Durban.
The weather was perfect for lunch outside. My friend Leah headed towards the Boerewors roll stall outside Spa, and I agreed that there would be nothing better than a tasty boerie roll for lunch. The vendor put our food together just the way Leah asked. But when she took out her money to pay
What is happening?
the man,
What's happening?
Ma'am, something is happening.
What's wrong?
Please continue reading.
It looks a little on the cool side, he said. No, never mind paying me. This will be my free bill of the day.
Sorry,
We
please
say
repeat that. Sorry, please repeat that again. This will be my freebie for the day.
this will be my freebie for the day. We say thanks, went to sit in the nearby park and dug into our food. But as we ate, I was distracted by a man sitting nearby, looking at us. I could tell he hadn't showered for days. Just another homeless person, I thought, and I didn't pay much more attention. Leah and I finished eating and decided to go and do some shopping. But when we went to the rubbish bin to throw away our serviettes, I heard a strong voice ask, "Excuse me, is there anything left?" It was the man who had been watching us. I didn't know what to say except, "No, I ate it already." "Oh," was his only answer. With no shame in his voice, he was obviously hungry and was used to asking.
Are you done? Okay. What just happened to the sound?
You muted everyone.
Guys, can you hear me?
Man, you muted people.
Yes, ma'am.
You muted it.
But were you guys able to hear when the person was reading?
I can hear you.
No, but the person was really quiet speaking.
I can hear you.
You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, but were you guys able to hear the story? And did
Yes,
you guys
but
hear?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
I heard the story, but it's not done.
Guys, this was the second time. In fact, this was the third time the story being read. So I'm sure you were following. You have to have been.
I just read it on my own.
Okay. Awesome then. Let's move on. Okay. So from the story, where is the story set? Just respond on the chat box. Okay.
It's set in Durban.
Yeah, I see a lot of you guys. Next to Spa, at a mall in Durban. Okay, the correct answer is Durban. The story is set in Durban. How many characters are in the story? Just respond in the chat box. I see some of you are saying 3 and a lot of you guys are saying 4, 5. Who's the 5th person? No, it's not 3.
4.
The correct answer, guys, 4. Sorry, let me just do this. Who are the characters? who are the 4 characters that you guys are talking about? Please write in the chat box. Somebody said, I said 2. You said 2, but you are wrong. It's not 2, it's 4. The homeless man, yes, but that's one person. Leah, yes. The Buravaro salesman, okay. Somebody said homeless man, the vendor, and me. You're not in the story. Leah, her friend, the homeless person, and the salesperson. What do you guys keep on calling this? This person, the salesperson.
It's Leah, her friend, the salesperson, and the homeless man, I'm guessing.
That's correct. I have it now on the screen. Leah, her friend, the Buravros roll vendor, and the homeless man. So before we start with our questions, I need you
Ma'am,
guys
please stop muting me.
Sorry?
Ma'am, can you please stop muting me?
Hi, it's me meeting you. It's the host. Please type in the chat box. The background noise is very disturbing for everyone to hear.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry guys about that. So what happens is that if I will need 2 or 3 people to answer or to speak, my host will then pick them for me. So I can't really see like a whole lot of you guys, and I'm not even able to mute and unmute you guys. Okay. So I hope you guys have your pen, paper ready to answer questions. Guys, why are you still asking me who's the 4th person? The answers are on the screen. Leah, her friend, the one who's telling the story, the Buravos roll vendor, 3rd person, and the homeless man. Do you guys get it? Because I see some of you guys are still confused on who is the 4th person. Okay, I see you guys are following. Okay, I hope you have your pen and paper. The first question is, write the letter of the correct answer. The phrase, it looks a little on the cool side. What does it mean? Does it mean that it was not warm, it was sunny and hot, or it was raining? You just need to write the correct letter. You don't have to write the whole thing. So if your answer is B, you're just gonna write B. Don't write it on the chat box, write it on your own piece of paper. And those who are saying it's B, you guys are, it's not correct. But don't let me know now. We will still get to mark our work. Right now, I just need you to write it on your book or piece of paper, whatever it is that you're using. Rearrange the following sentences in the order that they happen in the story. Write down only the letters. So you will rearrange the following according to how they took place. You will only write down the letters. You're not gonna write everything. So when you guys are done, you will just indicate by the show of hands on our chat box, then I will move on to the following slide. Okay, I see 4 of you are done.
Done.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. I just need you to indicate there on our chat box.
I'm done.
Okay, cool. I'm about to move on. Are you guys ready for me to move on. I don't want us to leave anyone behind. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Okay, third question. Write the letter of the correct answer. What kind of a person, according to the story, do you think Leah was? So you only write down the letter. Number 4, what is meant by the word freebie? In the following sentence, this will be my freebie for the day. So the vendor who was selling the bravos, that's one of the things that he said to the girls, that this will be my freebie for the day. So what is meant by freebie? Okay, Busani, just apologize for speaking up. It's okay. Number 4, what is meant by the word freebie? Okay, number 5, name 2 things that showed the girls in the story that the man was homeless. So Leah and her friend, they noticed that the guy was homeless. So what are the 2 things that made them think that, that made them think that that guy was homeless? What are the 2 things? If you guys were listening and you were following on your screen while the story was being read, you will definitely remember.
He looked like he hasn't washed in days.
No. You are not supposed to tell me. You are supposed to write down your answer. When it's time for us to share our answers, I will give you guys an opportunity to share your answers. For now, I just need you guys to write them down. And when you guys are ready for me to move on, please let me know. You can just indicate by saying done. Okay. I don't want us to leave anyone behind. Okay, but I see a lot of you guys are done. Okay, awesome. If you're still not done, you can just let me know in the chat box, then I can always go back. So number 6, use the story to explain what the author meant by generosity can go further than the, use the story to explain what the author meant by generosity can go further than the person you give it to. So towards the end of the story, the author did say that generosity can go further than the person you give it to. So what is meant by that? What did the author mean by that? Guys, don't share your answers on the chat box yet, not yet. Number 7, give a different title for this story. So if you were to change the title of the story, what would be your title? Guys, don't share your answers. Wisani, please don't share your answers. Don't share your answers yet. So number 8, what did the girls plan to do after they had finished their lunch? What did the girls plan to do after they had finished their lunch? Here, I'll be able to see if you guys were really reading and listening and following. Jonathan forgot. Number 9, write down the letter of the correct answer. The moral of the story is A, B, or C. If you do good to someone, it will come back. If you see a homeless person, you must feed him. If you want a Bravo's roll, you must pay for it. Olet is saying, I'm not sure. Okay, I think Olet might be a girl, but she is saying she came late. You will have to catch on. Okay, the last question. State if the following statement is true or false. Motivate your answer. The man on the street lived with his family. So you will say it's true or false, and then you will have to motivate your answer. Like, why are you saying it's true, or why are you saying it's false? Okay. Okay, somebody's saying, can I please go a little bit slower? For which question? Okay.
Roxy?
One person is done. Oh, okay, a couple of you guys are done. Okay. Okay. A lot of you guys are done. I think we need to start sharing our answers. Okay, for number 1, we are going to answer on our chat box, eh? So what's the answer for number 1? Somebody said
Roxy?
B. Okay, but right now, I am not, for now, you are only answering on our chat box. I'm still gonna take your questions. Roxy, I can hear you. I will give you an opportunity, but just not now, okay? Okay, guys, a lot of you guys said,
we all understand.
Okay, a lot of you guys said A. A is the correct answer. So if you got A, so that's incorrect. B is not the correct answer. Give yourself a mark if you got A. And then with rearranging the following sentences, what's the answer? D, A, B, C. Yes, a lot of you guys got it correct. If that's what you got, give yourself a mark. Please, guys, don't cheat. Don't give yourself a mark if you didn't know the answer. Let's move on to number 3. So for number 3, what did you guys get? B. Who said C? Why would it be C?
B.
Yes, the correct answer is B.
Thank
Okay, number 4. What is meant by the word freebie? So what are your answers? Okay, for this one, I will take 3 people. So
Giving
before you speak, guys, please tell me your name, okay?
They got the bully roll for free.
Hi.
Hi, your name, please, before you speak.
Hi.
It's called Black.
Lwandle.
Ulwandle.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. It's Simpiwe.
Okay, to my host, can I please have one person per time? Like I can't have everybody speaking at the same time.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, what's your name?
Simpiwe.
Okay, Simpiwe. What's your answer? What is meant by a freebie?
What is meant by freebie is that a thing that is provided or given for free of charge.
Okay. Yeah, something that you don't have to pay for it. Okay, somebody else? Thank you for your answer. That's correct. What is meant by the word freebie in the following sentence? This will be my freebie for the day. What was meant by that? Can I have somebody else?
Hi,
Somebody.
it's Lwandle.
Lwandle, did you just answer? Lwandle? I want somebody else now. Okay, basically you do not have to pay for it. It is free of charge. So if you have anything along those lines, give yourself a mark. You do not have to pay for it. It is free of charge. Okay, what is number 5? Name 2 things that showed the girls in the story that the man was homeless. Can I have somebody? Can I please get a person to speak to me? Terry, can I please get somebody?
I'm trying to, but Zoom doesn't want to unmute them.
Oh, okay. Okay, guys, you will have to answer on the chat box. For now, I can't unmute you guys. He was hungry and he looked like he did not bath for days. Okay. That's correct, by the way. Please share your answers. He looked dirty and asked for food. Okay. He looked like he hasn't washed in days. That's correct. There's another one that you guys haven't mentioned. He hadn't bathed for days, or he hadn't showered for days. That's correct. While the 2 girls were eating, what was he doing while they were eating? He watched them or he was staring at them. Those are the 2 answers. He stared at the girls You could tell that he hasn't showered for days. He was staring at them while they were eating the entire time, and you could tell that he hasn't showered for days. Please give yourself a mark. In fact, give yourself 2 marks for that question. Okay. Use the story to explain what the author meant by generosity. Okay. Number 6, what do you guys have? Generosity can be passed on, okay? You can give yourself a mark. You can share with more people, okay? So Terry, how much more time do I have?
We are supposed to finish now. I've got a next class at 5.
Oh, okay, let me just try and something's up. Sorry. You can be just as generous to other people as they were to you, okay? Being kind can go a long way. Okay, if any of you guys have something along those lines, give yourself a mark. Okay, number 7, give a different title for the story. So what would be your title? Generosity goes a long way. Sharing is caring. The good deed, that's a good one. I like the good deed. The homeless guy, why? How to spread, how the spread of kindness can be passed on. Okay, yeah, you can pretty much give yourself a mark there. It's up to you. Okay, number 8, what did the girls plan to do after they had finished their lunch? This is a good one. If you were listening, please answer there. Somebody stole your answer. Chilling is incorrect. Shopping is the correct answer. Yes. Okay, write down the letter of the correct answer. The moral of the story is, what is the moral of the story? What is the answer? A is correct. I see a lot of you guys got that correct. Okay, and then the last question, state if the following statement is true or false, motivate your answer. So is this, the man on the street lived with his family. False. False is the correct answer. Why? Because he was homeless. He begged for food and ate from the dustbin. Okay, guys, I went above my time. Thank you so much for your time. Please join me tomorrow. We'll be finalizing and summarizing the listening and reading comprehension skills. We'll share some easy tricks on how to analyze literature text, and your homework for today that I want you guys to do for me. Tell me the difference between listening and hearing. What's the difference between listening and hearing? And I'm so sorry that I had to rush. I went above time. I didn't time myself today, but thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow.